Good afternoon. I am Nick Lyon with Lion News. This afternoon, we are bringing attention to the lack of diversity within sports management industry. Certain diversity initiatives, such as the Rooney Rule, don't focus on hiring the best candidate based on qualifications. Rather, it focuses on meeting a quota. This is known as tokenism, where companies hire a small group of underrepresented people to give a appearance of a diverse workforce. In fact, women represent fewer than one-third of all students in sports management, and African Americans represent one-tenth of all students in sports management. Underrepresented groups report struggles in the industry due to work-life balance constraints, toxic masculinity, sexist attitudes, and stereotypes. Let's now take a look at some real-life stories from current folks in the industry. Over to you, Austin.
Thank you, Nick. Yes, lack of diversity is a large issue within the sport industry. Here I have Cheyenne, a student in the sports management industry. How are you today?
I'm good, Austin. Thank you for having me.
Now, I appreciate you taking the time to speak with me. Cheyenne, can you tell me a little bit of what it's like to be an underrepresented group in the sports industry?
Of course, when I decided to go into the sports industry, I knew it was going to be a challenge since I was a woman. It's no secret that this industry is predominantly male, so I knew I was going to have to work hard. I guess I just didn't know the struggles I would have to face. I've heard plenty of stories from other females, and I've read many articles regarding hardship women face, such as harassment, favoritism, and assault in this industry. I always hear about it. I guess I just never thought it would happen to me.
Now, I can tell that this is a sensitive topic for you, so if you don't mind going into maybe a little bit more detail, could you do that for me?
No, not at all. I've had male coworkers ask me to get coffee, hang out after work, and sometimes ask if they can come back to my place. For me, work is strictly business and should be handled professionally, so I'd always say no. You wouldn't think this is that bad until it gets to the point of harassment. Everywhere at work, there they are, making you feel uncomfortable and making snide remarks. They're trying to make you feel bad for saying no to them, thinking if they keep bugging you and following you, that you'll say yes. But really, it just makes you fearful to come back to work. I've had situations where I didn't get a job because I was female. Even though I was more qualified than those hired, I didn't fit the criteria of being a male. Like you said, this is a sensitive topic, but that's exactly why it needs to be addressed. Women shouldn't be scared of not getting a job because of their gender or working in an industry they're passionate about because they'll be surrounded by males. As females, we've come so far in this industry, but we still have a long way to go to make sure that there is equality for all.
Yeah, and that just breaks my heart to hear because I can just think of all the young women out there who love sports and want to be involved, but they just get scared off by the intimidating nature of going into a male dominated field. And just hearing some of the things that you said today, it really does scare me that so many bright and intelligent women would be scared off from joining this industry simply because of who they are. And I really do appreciate your perspective on this topic. Thanks again.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad I could help shine light on this.
Those are some shocking testimonies. After hearing those, it brings us to the question, how might we create a more diversified industry? One company set out to solve this problem. They are working hard to bring diversity to the sport management industry. They are called Perspective. To end the segment today, here is a clip to understand how the company is making way.
Today, companies hire unrepresented groups to meet a quota not because of their qualifications. There is a lack of diversity in the sport management industry as a whole. With Perspective, we have made an impact on the hiring process, leading to our more diverse industry. Our company is unbiased. We are an employment-based coalition that strives to provide equity of opportunity in sport management. Perspective created a third-party hiring system that looks for candidates based on qualifications through blind resumes. We also have a trained team of professionals who can provide a safe outlet for those struggling and facing diversity problems. Organizations can hire Perspective as a third-party service to ensure equity of opportunity. The company will first tell Perspective that they will want in a candidate, and then Perspective will determine the best candidate based on the blind resumes and interviews.
By doing this, there is an equal opportunity for all to be hired for their accomplishments rather than their ethnicity. Additionally, organizations can hire Perspective as an outlet for handling diversity and inclusion issues. Anonymous tips can be submitted to our team of professionals, who will then serve as an outlet to recommend the next steps that an employee will take. We will then interview both sides on the issue at hand, and a report will be provided to the manager. In this report, all names will be taken out to avoid bias in disciplinary actions. These provided resources will give those facing challenges a chance to be heard and taken seriously. We're here to pave the way for a more successfully diverse industry.